What's up everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today we are going to take a look at a brand new flashlight from ThruNite's. Actually their brightest flashlight. This thing is retina crushing. So what everyone wants to see with this light is its massive output. 16,340 lumens out of 4 Cree XHP70, I believe version 2 LEDs, perfectly centered there. You can see it has an orange peel reflector. So this is going to be for the person that wants to put an immense amount of light in front of him. Not only that, but it actually stays on that highest mode for 80 seconds before stepping down, which is pretty incredible. It does get really hot, so it really cannot stay on that brightness level for any longer than that. But 80 seconds, you know, about a minute and a half there is pretty good at that brightness. So again, if you need to throw a massive wall of light, this is going to get it done. It's actually their brightest light that they've ever had. You can see the form factor is pretty similar to several other lights, although it is a little bit thicker in diameter than lights like this that we've looked at from ThruNite. You know, I can't quite wrap my hand all the way around it there. Simple operation, on off with the mode button there. Hold it down to change the modes. Couple new features on this is that it does have its one-touch access to low or moonlight. So you hold it down and that's going to give you your one-touch access. And then it does have the quick to strobe or quick to turbo, which is a quick double tap of the button there. You can see my camera just went nuts with that amount of light. Instantly you can feel the heat output on the front. So, you know, very, very well built, very solid, rugged. You cannot remove the batteries on this. It does have a proprietary charger as well that it comes with, allowing it to charge quicker than it would with USB. But again, 80 seconds on that highest mode. The other modes on it, that's of course the Turbo S. Then the Turbo is 7,600 lumens. That's going to run for 195 seconds and then step down to about 3,000 lumens. Then you've got a 3,580 lumen mode that's going to run for 12 minutes, which is pretty good. 3,500 lumens at 12 minutes. You're doing better than a lot of lights out there. 1,157 lumens would be the medium there. 11 hours on that, so 11 hours with 1,000-ish lumen. Again, you know, you're getting a lot of runtime in those lower lumen levels, and I say lower compared to 16,300, but not lower compared to a lot of the 1,000-ish lumen lights that we look at. And then you've got a low mode of 190 that's going to run for 50 hours. So power outage, you know, you can turn this thing on, step it down to its lowest mode, and that is going to run for 50 hours. So almost over 4 days there. Again, my camera freaking out with the light. 1.3 is the lowest, the moonlight mode. That's going to run for 62.5 days. So just as an emergency light, something that you could keep around the home, you know, this is going to work just as good as any candle out there as far as being able to just run again at that low mode, which is 190 lumens. That's plenty of light. You could even run it at its moonlight mode and, you know, and have plenty of light around the home again for 62 days. So a perfect prepping item, something that once it's charged, you know, again, you get light for almost 2 months without having to recharge. Another nice feature of this light is that it will revert to low once it's turned off, and I believe after it's left off for a minute. So if we turn it on and we go to like medium with it, we turn it off and within a minute it'll go back to its memory, but then it defaults back to low. So I kind of like that. You know, if you don't lock it out, which is another feature of this light that we haven't seen before, it does have a lockout mode. If you didn't lock it out, you know, and that button gets pressed in a pack or even a pocket or a coat or something, you know, you're not going to burn a hole through your coat being on that low mode. If it were to just default right to the turbo, it would get really, really hot and possibly catch something on fire. You know, it gets quite hot at the front there. So IPX8 waterproof and of course drop resistant. You know, this thing is just like a brick. This would hurt really bad if you were to throw it at somebody. To lock the light out, you hold the button down here. It will illuminate the moonlight, and then once the moonlight is on, you hold it down for 5 seconds, and you'll get an indicator here letting you know that it's locked out, and it'll also turn off the light. So now the light is locked out. That is how you would want to store it, in a bag or a pocket, cargo pocket, something like that. That is how you would want to store it. To reactivate the light, simply just hold the button down for 5 seconds and it's going to re-illuminate, and then you are back to normal operation. So you got your on and you're off. So again, I think this light is perfect for a home use, you know, as a prepper light. Not something you're probably going to use every day, but something that's just you know, there if you needed it in an emergency situation. Going to give you an insane amount of light, an insane amount of runtime at its lower modes. Almost 2 months again at that Firefly mode. So you could literally just, you know, tail stand this on a table or something, and you're going to get 2 months of runtime before you have to charge it again. A nice flashlight. It's expensive, but it's not super expensive like we've seen with other lights that are this bright. The Olight X9, I believe. You know, a lot more expensive. Of course, I believe that has 25,000 lumens. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video today. It is super duper bright. If you need something like this, it's also got a pretty affordable price for what it is, for 16,000 plus lumens, and it actually runs for about 1.5 minutes. So unlike some other flashlights that'll, you know, go to their turbo mode, they die back down within about 30 seconds. So 1.5 minutes with that brightest level is pretty cool, and that's all to do with the heat. It heats up really, really quick. Another thing that I really like about it is you can run the 1,000 lumen mode for quite a while. So if you're in need of a bright light and you need a long runtime, 11 hours I believe it is at the 1100 lumens, you know, this might be the light for you. It is big, it's bulky, it's got sort of a weird form factor, but again, there may be people out there that are looking for a light just like this. So of course there will be links below where you guys can pick one up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me those comments below in the comment section. And also, if you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.